This is a Mobilvetta K Yacht T86. It's a fascinating vehicle. It's Italian made and it's just under 7.5 meters long, and it's got a 180 horsepower engine with the automatic transmission. However, it's worth noting that this one is a 4,400 kilogram vehicle, so you need a C1 license to drive it. You can have this as a manual with a 3,500 kilogram rating, which means you can drive it on a normal car license. However, if you want to travel with 4 people, you need to have the 4.4. The 3.5 is only for 2 people to travel in. So worth noting that. Lots of clever stuff going on with this one. We'll take a wander around the outside. We've got the door here right next to the driving position. And then along here is things like your water filler, your gas bottles, your 240 volt power, cassette for the toilet. But where it starts to get interesting is around here, and particularly inside. So I'll take you in and show you that in a minute, but not before showing you the garage. Look at this. That's a really good size. And this fella here is because it has an Audi wet heating system, so it has radiators, and this is a radiator in the garage, so if you put stuff in here that's wet, bikes or whatever else, it will enable them to dry out. We've got power in here as well. You can see 240 volt power, and you can see the lighting in here. So that is excellent. You can also see tie downs in here, and you can see this, which I'll explain when we get inside, and also this is the over carpets. There's a lot going on in there, and that's interesting as well. That little door there I will explain to you again when we go inside. So let's close that one up, wander right on round. We've got reversing camera tucked away underneath there, and we've got the ability to put a bike rack on here as well if you want to. I like little details like this. It's like a sort of carbon fibre effect look on here. It's very smart. It's that Italian designer styling, isn't it? That's a big chunk of vehicle, isn't it? Let's go have a look inside. Garage door access from here as well, exactly the same as we saw on the other side, and that one is so that you can plug a barbecue in if you want to. Run it off the gas bottles. That's very helpful. And up here, this is just bits of extra storage like this. There we go. Close that one back up. But yeah, come and check this out. This is pretty cool. So we'll enter in through here, and we'll head forward first of all. Now this is, as I say, rated at 4,400 kilograms, so you need the C1 license, but it does give you these forward-facing seats. Now what we've done is we've put this one as a forward-facing seat, and you can see we've got the seat belt here as well. But this will convert into that, and that, using these cushions, will convert into that. So you can either have this as a nice lounge area or 2 forward-facing seats, and then of course you've got the main seats further up. Another thing just while we're here is this table will fold out, it'll spin round, it'll move, so you've got a multi-adjustable table there. Let's come right on up. 9-speed automatic on this one, which is nice, and it's got the Fiat steering wheel, of course, because it's based on the Fiat chassis, and that's got your phone controls and your cruise control and all that sort of stuff all built in, like so. Another thing to mention up here actually is if we come right up here, that one is a sun blind that can come down like so, and then disappears again like that, but behind it is this one, and this is a night blind. You can see that comes all the way down, so at night you've got really good privacy. There we go, and they come out of the sides here as well to cover those areas. Seats spin round, as you can see we've done one of those already, but the other thing you can do with these seats is, if I prop my little GoPro up a minute, hang on, I'll put that there, which will give me free hands to do this with. One and that one, and the reason that I want to do that is because I can then, let's tilt that up, there we go, release that little catch there, there we are, and that comes down then, hang on, swap hands, like that. Check that out, double bed right at the front. That's superb, and that's what that little ladder is for, because it clips into there and gives you access up into that one. What a great area that is, isn't it? we've got lighting up in here as well. That's that little chap there, like so. Absolutely superb. And those hooks there are because underneath here there's some netting that you can bring up, so you've got kids in there. Obviously you want to make sure they don't tumble out, and that will do that for you. Let me pop that one back down, and there we go. That, and then if I tilt that forward so you can see, you just need to turn these little chaps at the back and they pop back up like that. There we are. Lots more exciting things to show you though. There are USBs. Where do I see those? Down inside here. There we are. So you've got a charging area up at the front. What else have we got here? Storage is along inside these, and here, and then we've got cooking here. And what they've done with this is they've given it an electric hob for when you're plugged into 240 volt power, and you've got 2 gas ones as well, and then the oven is underneath. Some nice finishes on this as well. This high gloss looks really smart, and then that one is giving you these little chaps that slide out. Those are covers for the sink, so to increase the workspace if you want it. That one there for your cutlery. Very nice. Very nice indeed, isn't it? I love the little funky lighting, the blue lights underneath here. Even this little light here with the logo on. Fantastic. Up here, a little bit more storage. And the other thing we have here is this is for mounting a television. So there's a power socket, there's an aerial socket as well, and that of course then mounts on there. If you wanted to, look at the way they put lighting in the mirror here as you come in. That's great, isn't it? Fridge is here, and there's a freezer as well. And then this is your heating and hot water system. And in fact, as I mentioned before, it's got the Audi heating system, so rather than warm air blowing, it's actually got proper radiators like you have at home. Superb. A bit more storage up there, and that chap there is because there are solar panels on the roof, which is very helpful. Also skylights up there as well, as you can see. These have got blinds that come across them at night or for bugs. Very good. Lots more to see, however. Let's go on back a bit further. I'm trying to think of all the things to show you. There's a lot going on with this one, like storage areas under the floor. That's quite helpful. There and there. Access to some of the circuit breakers and so on is down underneath there. Back again, shower. And look at the way they've lit this. Isn't that nice? There's doors, of course, that come across here. And a little skylight for a bit of ventilation for that area. But the finish on here, with this wood finish like this, and the lighting in behind here, is just superb. That is really, really good. And opposite that then, if I spin around this way, toilet. And again, you're seeing the proper like towel rail sort of effect there for the radiators. Sink is there, bit of storage down underneath. Excellent. And you'll notice as well that this door fits perfectly into here. So you can divide that off like that if you want to, which is superb. But also there's another door then here, so that slides around and closes this area off. Isn't that excellent? So you've got lots of private areas. You can have that as a completely self-contained area there, with that one closed across and that one closed across. You end up with a nice proper bathroom in the middle. superb. There we go, that is that. Let's come back a little bit further then into the bedroom area. Again, we've got TV socket up here, so if you want to put a telly on the wall you can do. And again, we've got bits of storage. That's the covers for the mattresses, they were on here. And in fact, while I'm pointing in this direction, and before I forget, I'll show you down here, because this is storage in here, quite big hanging lockers, and these actually then pull out like this, so you can hang your stuff on there and get to it easily. Nifty, huh? And on this side, we've just got, oh, there we go, big storage areas. Here, and here, and here. And this one, I mentioned this one to you before when we were looking at the garage, because that goes straight through. How helpful is that? And of course that garage locks, so that's not a security aspect. People can't come through into there because obviously you would lock it. There's more. This one here is a sliding section, so we can lift that up and pull it back, and the infill cushion that's in there, obviously if you bring this right back, drops in to make this into a double bed, or slide it away and have it as two singles. And then there's more storage, and the reading lights, as you can see, around the back. So these open up like this. Also underneath here there are, if I remember rightly, hang on, yeah, these little USBs built into the lights there for charging, which is very helpful. And another skylight again with the blinds that come across, and that little cranking handle there, because you can crank that open if you want to, like that. There we are. And I think that's been a fairly comprehensive tour, isn't it? Love these little funky lights in here. It's a bit Art Deco, isn't it? That one there's a carbon monoxide alarm. And that, I believe, is about the size of that. I'm trying to think of anything I've forgotten, because there's a lot of moving parts on this one, but I think we've got it all. Brilliant. I'm going to come back down here. I'm going to take a seat just here. I'm going to say massive thanks to Marquis Motorhomes who've organised this tour. I'll put a link for those guys in the description, and massive thanks of course to you all for watching. Let me know what you think of that one, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye bye.